Here we go again. This time, we're going to continue deeper on our path into Norfair. If you remember last time, we made our way a little bit further down, and I said we were getting ready for a boss fight. Well, that's where we're going to start things out today. Meet Crocomire. He's kind of a jerk. Been a long time since I fought this guy. He's not like Kraid in that you can't just pelt him in the face with beam shots to get him to open up and take some missiles. You have to keep shooting, and you have to time it, because he will move forward. This is an interesting fight because you basically just keep pushing him back, and if you aren't careful, he will just keep pushing forward at you. You don't directly kill him in any way. That's what happens. And he is not happy. Another graphic enemy melting scene if you think about it. Like his eyes melt. And there's some suspicious bubbles down at the bottom of the screen and a bunch of spikes here. I'm right. That was Crocomire. At least you don't have to fight him when he's undead. That's all I'll say. Oh, for goodness sakes. Alright, so here we go. We've gotten past Crocomire, and we end up in an area where there's that guy there. Not much we can do with him yet, but soon. Very soon. Grab a little. Those things are nice. It's actually like 5 of them stacked on top of each other, so they drop way huge quantities of items. Alright, I think that's enough. Let's head down. So... Huh? Can't go this way. And, yeah. Okay. Well, we'll start going this way. Let's see if we can get anything useful. And we'll just run over here and shoot some of these guys, because, I mean, I guess we could use the ammo. And missile. Now, if I remember... Now, I think I'm wrong. But I'm just gonna check. Yeah, it's kind of nice to sequence break the X-ray scope. By the way, the X-ray scope uses the same button as dash, so if you're not planning on dashing anytime soon, you can grab it. Come on. And just leave it on. But I'm dashing, so there we go. Alright. Here we go. So this looks... These rocks look breakable, don't they? I hope so. Audio glitch? That was weird. Yeah, we're gonna need to break some blocks. all well and good. But realistically... Oh wow, you see how quickly that drained my energy? That's nuts. Realistically, what we're gonna do is that. Save us a little time. Because what they want you to do, you'll see in a minute, is use the item we're about to get that. But we don't care about that. It's not about what the creators of the game wanted, it's about how much we can break the game to do it. Boom. Grappling beam. Now this is a fun little item. There's a rhythm to it. I don't know how to describe it. We'll get into some fairly long areas of grappling later on. If you get the rhythm just right, you can move pretty quickly. See, what I'm doing there is I hold the R button to aim up, I fire, and I did it wrong. Try again. I fire and then down and over. So when you grab on, it shortens the grappling hook. But if you lengthen just right, you get a nice little swing out of it. And you can if you keep holding the R button, you can pretty easily use that to get across places that you want to get across. I don't think there's anything in here except that. Which I have to do that for. And of course, wait, that's interesting. Huh, her legs like dangle if she stops. That's kind of neat. I don't think I've ever actually seen that frame of animation before, or at least paid attention to it. Now, is there anything down here? Looks like no. That's kind of cool. Like the air bubbles. That's weird. It only goes... There, yeah, air bubbles. Very cool. Little attention to detail like that just makes this game so great. There we go. And we'll try down here. And we'll beat some of these little slug things. And we'll look around for any nice bonus items, which I don't think there are any down here, but just in case, right? Doesn't hurt too much to just check real quick. Oh man, come on. It has a limited range. It can't go much farther than the edge of the screen, but it's got a decent range. And so that's our tutorial with the grappling beam. Now the cool thing about it is that it doesn't just grab those ceiling things, you can also use it to grab otherwise invulnerable enemies. Like this guy, who is, I guess I'm supposed to go up here, right? Yeah. There we go. And I used too many missiles on that door for no really compelling reason. Yeah, but we get some free power bombs. Relatively free. And just a quick check down here. Yeah, looks like we're good. Alright. So we just, uh-huh. Come on. Oh, come on. There we are. Not bad. And Crocomire is still dead. That's good. Enemies that stay dead are better than enemies that don't stay dead. Oh, almost got me there. There we go. Alright, that's another energy tank. We have a lot of them now. Wow. And now what's next? Let's see here. We just take a quick glance at the map. So, I think that I'm going to head straight up from here because I think we're going to have to cover the rest of that area later anyway. So, and of course, at this point, I think it's not totally unwise to save real quick, seeing as how I seem to have a habit of dying ignominiously for no really compelling reason about halfway through the video. I'm trying not to do that today, guys. Oh. That was a stupid jump. Yeah, so you notice that the grappling hook takes up the slot between the power bomb and the X-ray scope. It's because you're supposed to get the grappling beam in order to get the X-ray scope, but well, that's not the way I do it. Because I like dying ignominiously for no really compelling reason. Alright. I'm gonna just poke over here real quick and make sure there's nothing interesting happening. I don't see anything. That's kinda neat. The water, the burning effect goes on, but you don't lose any health. Thank goodness. It's kind of weird. It freezes the game, but it doesn't freeze background effects, which I'm alright with. Gosh, I could swear there was something hidden over here. Maybe I'm wrong. I must be wrong. There's a lot of places that look similar, and then like there's something hidden in a different area that looks kind of the same. Happens a lot in this game. And then with 100 items to find, it's pretty easy to kind of get that false positive kind of, or false negative, yeah, it's false positive kind of feel for it. But this takes us basically back to the beginning of Norfair, which is nice. Can I do that yet? I might be able to. Okay, let's try this. I think I might be able to get some power-ups. I'm not sure. It's been a little while. It can't be that I need the thing that I think I need to... Yeah, long story. Alright. It didn't have a chance. Let's see. There's a dot over there. Figure out what that is. Didn't I already get that dot? I did not. Okay, interesting. I thought I got that already. And... Can I get up here? I can. Beautiful. So I thought, oh no, what happened was I died, right? So I had went down here and gotten this. But then I died like an idiot trying to get something out of the speed booster room, and that didn't work very well, so I had to go back and get that, but I never did. Alright, that's nice. Okay, so that's one more dot that we've found the source of. Now what I'm gonna do, I think, is... So we want to get to those two dots over there. So I think the way to do that... Well, I guess now that I have the ice beam, it's really, really easy, right? Oh yeah, very difficult. Oh, that's another cool thing about the grappling hook beam. It's a strangely powerful weapon. Not on him. On certain enemies. Those guys are jerks. Come on. Interesting thing about the red doors, you can use 5 regular missiles, or you can use a single super missile. Both of those are options. And this gets me over here. And then I think it wants me to have the grappling beam. Yeah. So, you can actually... I think that you can sneak through here if you do some wall jump tricks, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. This gets us the Wave Beam. Now, if you have played the original Metroid, you'll remember that the Wave Beam overwrites the Ice Beam. And that is irritating, right? Because in the original Metroid, you need the Ice Beam to beat the game, but the Wave Beam is like 4 times more powerful than the Ice Beam. Because it's twice as powerful as a regular shot, and the Ice Beam, frankly, sucks. For everything except for killing Metroids, specifically. Oh well, right? We never killed one of these before. This is like a fly... It's just basically a power-up. Harvest item. The cool thing about the Wave Beam is that it goes through all walls. So now we can shoot through walls as much as we want. We don't have to worry about angling things like we do with the Spazer. It's also much more powerful. It's kind of a nice addition. Basically in this game, the more beam abilities you stack, the more powerful your beam is in the end. Which is nice. I'm all about it. Alright, so now we've got that. That is a nice parting gift from Norfair. We're gonna have to come back here later, but that'll be after we get some additional power-ups. You think, well, wait a minute, the whole screen is filled with power-ups, right? Well, not the character sheet, or whatever you want to call it. We've still got a few things to get. Some of them are optional, but this next thing is not. Yeah, we can take those things out in 2 hits now. 1 hit to freeze, 1 hit to kill. Very nice. Those guys are a little tougher. Not enough that it bothers us. So, one thing that's kind of cool, I'll just show it off real quick. You can selectively turn off your beam abilities. So I can just switch to wave only, and it looks like that, which is kind of like in the original game. And then the wave spazer looks like that. Pretty nice. All right. I just need to... Kind of a trick that Samus is... So the basic blocks are in this game are... You can see that Samus is 3 blocks tall. When she's kneeling, she's 2 blocks tall, and when she's in ball form, she's 1 block tall. But when she's doing a spin jump, she's also 2 blocks tall, so you can kind of wiggle yourself into things without having to wait for bombs. And it's a nice little short time saver. Or I guess it would have been if I hadn't showed off the different block size heights. Now, before we move on, I'm going to just check something real quick. I have a vague recollection that there's something in Kraid's Zone that we didn't get because I didn't remember where it was, and I didn't have the very nice X-ray scope. So we're just gonna... It's a short area anyway, right? We're just gonna kind of scan through a little bit and make sure we're not missing anything important. If I remember correctly, it might even be something nice, like an energy tank or a reserve tank, which is like an energy tank that you can't see. That's not so helpful. Gosh, I feel like it was... Nothing. That's the way that we got to Kraid, but we're just gonna head this way real quick. I really get the feeling there's something I'm missing. Right. Very nice, look at that. was something. Vague recollection that there was something. And that brings me down here. And I go over here. I'm pretty sure there's nothing else to worry about. Yeah, we're clear. Alright. I think that's all there is. Gosh. I don't know, what do you guys think? It's just a couple screens? Yeah. What the heck, right? We're here. We don't want to come back over and over again. Less backtracking is good. And if we're, you know, in the area, may as well take care of it now. I don't think there's anything in here. Come on. And stop the spines. Now, yep, you can glitch the sound because there's only a certain number of sound channels available. And so if you... I could have sworn there was something over here. Maybe not. I must be misremembering. Or maybe it's in here. I doubt it. I really doubt it. I don't think it's up here. This is just... I think I showed this off to you guys before. It's just energy and missile charge, which is not particularly useful. I don't even need them right now. And the trilobites are back on the corpse, which disappears with the X-ray scope. That guy must have had no bones. Talk about ignominious death, too. I mean, like, man, freaking Door Eye took him out? Come on. I don't think there's... And that's a ceiling. We'll just check one more thing real quick. Could have sworn there was something else in here, but maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of a different game. They kind of put the various suit in like a room by itself in every Metroid game. So like, maybe I'm just thinking of Metroid Fusion or something for all I know. All right, whatever. Take out Fake Crate again. Grab some super missiles. Take out those guys. All right, we're out of here. Won't have to come back ever again. Because Samus is quickly becoming a extremely powerful force here on planet Zebes. All right. Oh, you know what? Why not? So this is kind of interesting. So like I said, we're in Meridia technically here, right? Meridia is like the water area. I love this. Oh, that's beautiful. And now we're underwater, which gives us very limited motion capability. I will say, for the record, that it isn't this track, but Meridia, one of Meridia's tracks is my absolute favorite track in the entire game. There's no... Wow, that's... Jumping underwater is a pain in the butt in this game. The, whatchamacallit, spin jump is totally worthless. And we can't quite get up there. Well, we could get up there, but I'm not gonna bother. Anyway, that's one of the cool effects in the game. You power bomb out the glass tube. Alright. On our way. Oh, for goodness sakes. I know I can make that jump. I've done it before. Right. Now we don't have to go and get the X-ray scope because I already did that. Oh, come on. There we go. I don't think there's anything over there. There's not. Good. You kind of get paranoid. You're like, am I missing something? I must be missing something. So many items hidden in this game. I must be missing one. I'll probably miss quite a few. I'm gonna try to get the under 3-hour ending. Which, as long as I don't dally around too much looking for items, is not that hard to make. We'll see. We'll see if I can do it. Maybe I cannot. Maybe I've already dallied around too much. Maybe that trip into Kraid's lair was the amount of time that I wasted that turned the tide. I don't know. I doubt it. It'll be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. I don't die again right at the end of this video. Climb up here. Avoid those guys, and you will remember... Well, you know what? Just for the sake of sanity, I'm just gonna go over this away. I'm gonna hop into the ship, get fully rearmed, recharged, and have a nice save game. Alright. And we'll save the game. So, Super Nintendo era, they still use the A button to select and click OK, and B was still cancel. At some point, they decided to switch it up. So you'll play PlayStation games, and in America, the X button is select, and the circle button is cancel, but it's backwards in Japan usually. Which is really weird because I remember myself being confused when suddenly which button meant yes and which button meant no changed. It was like, well, wait a minute, guys. I'm very used to the A button, or the one that's furthest to the right being the one that says yes, and then it's like, why'd you guys change it? And it's like, oh, well, we kind of didn't. The game makers didn't change it. It's something about localization. I don't quite understand it myself. Nothing down here. Kind of heroic Samus music. You'll notice that those things, they break apart and reform, so you can't hang on them for too long. Alright, here we are. This area is, well, sure looks like there's something else here. Some kind of non-Zebesian technology. Something else. If you've played the game before, you'll know that I'm about to enter the wrecked ship. It's quiet, it's dark, nothing's operating, little trilobite cockroach things everywhere. You check out this area. Yeah, save point. It doesn't work. That's right, everything is drained of power. Most of the doors are metallized, you can't open them. And ghosts appear trying to kill you. Alright. Those things are enemies as well. And this. robots that are turned off. There's a map. It's not working. It's not quite as eerie as the beginning of the game. The beginning of the game kind of has that sense of isolation, whereas this is more... something's happening. I don't know what. It's more sinister than lonesome. Because... Fantoon. Fantoon's kind of a jerk. You have to kind of time it right. And then he opens his eye just as a tease. You can't really do much about that. And he does lots of damage, too. And he only opens his eyes or his eye, for a second. And so you basically just have to take the hit. Boy. Oh. The timing is... not that hard, but if you are off by just a little bit, you can kind of get in the wrong rhythm. And of course, he gets faster as time goes on, and he takes more damage. Now, if you aim right, you can kind of knock out most of his fireballs. You have to get the timing just right. And fire, fire, fire. Almost got it, I think. Come on. Oh, crap. Missed him. And now he's just invisible, which is nice. Dang it! There. I think I got him. That it? That's it. And he goes all mode 7 on us. It's alright. Not too bad. And what you'll notice is Fantoon was making everything in the ship drained of power. So now, well, you'll see that sparking thing. That is dangerous. These things are free to move around and attack you. Those robots are basically invincible, but also varying levels of hostility. But everything's powered now. And you'll see this isn't too big of an area. Not too much going on. Yeah, that little fireball thing is shot by one of the robots. They do that. Because... yeah. Because they're jerks. And of course they do it from far off screen, so you can't even really see it coming. It's just like, oop, enemy attack. Alright. Look around me real quick. Just some super missiles. Those sparks do damage, so try not to touch them. Yeah, there's a lot of little tricks in here. The map is not very up-to-date. Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because, I mean, it's clearly a man-made ship. Why would they have bad map data? But you know what? Whatever. Those guys are jerks. There's some stuff to blow up. And I just happened to pick the right slot. I'm alright with that. It saves time for all of us, right? I thought it was the top one that I needed, but I guess not. Alright. More super missiles. That's nice. Haven't gotten any of those in a while. I mean, you know, except for... Come on. Yeah. So you kind of push the robots. You can't actually break them. You just push them. And there's another one. You see it? See, that's why you get paranoid with the X-ray scope. It's just like everywhere there are power-ups hidden. That's great. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't do that much damage. Some crappy missiles, whatever. It's like, I already have 120 of them at max ammo. I don't need any more, but they'll keep giving them to you, because why not? Also... Ugh, come on. I'm not sure why running into the sides of the spikes hurts you, but... Oh well, video game logic, right? Now this leads me to an area that I cannot yet get through. Pretty sure. Yeah, so... I guess if I can... Yeah, can't quite make it up there. You're not supposed to make it up there yet. It's alright, no biggie. Paranoia... Okay, we're good. Well, I guess we're at about 40 minutes now, so I think what I'll probably do is, save up here at the now working save point, and next time we will finish exploring the wrecked ship. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. See y'all later.